This is just a quick video to show you how to turn that Canvas Studio video into a Canvas Studio quiz. So in order to do that, you're going to go to whichever video you want, select here on the mouse droppings, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to annotate video. So that way you can put comments within your video to make the students stop and reflect upon things. For annotating, we've put this one in here already. It says start here. In order to get to the next thing, simply press play, and it's going to bring you to the next location. Remember, in order to actually put an annotation, you're going to have to pause that video, and then you can click on the plus sign that allows you to add a note card, so it'll stop and again pause reflection, just like we saw here. You can do a link display. You can send them to a different link if you want to send them out to something else. But each one will stop as the student is playing, and again, like this one, it'll say note the browsers. So that's just one way that you can take that video that you've done and add a little bit more. So we're going to save that, and we're going to finish with annotating. But now we want to turn this into a quiz. So to turn it into a quiz, again, click on the mouse droppings, select quizzes, and in this case you want to go to create quiz. For quiz settings, do navigating, quiz, you can add a description to get around the course. Now there's these two options that you have, hide question markers and allow displaying annotations. Since I did those annotations, I'm going to want to turn on annotations right there. Hide question markers, I think, encourages students to not just skip to the question, so they won't know when the question is happening, which will encourage them to sit and watch actually all that video. So I personally turn that on, but that's up to you and how you're using it. Once you do that, say get started. And again, we're looking at the same sort of thing that we looked at with annotations. The difference is as we're going along, we are, as you see, you can zip ahead a little bit. And once you get to that spot, as long as you're paused, you will get this plus sign. If you're watching the video as it goes along, it's not going to give you the option to add a question until you pause that video. So keep that in mind. So I'm watching along, get to that point, put this, and we're given the choice of multiple choice, true or false, or multiple answer. You can figure that out. We'll look at multiple answer here. Add in a question stem, your possible answers. This to add an additional question. Once you've done that, you have the option of shuffling choices. And you have the option of question feedback. So we'll say A, B, and C. The answer is always C, so make sure you check that box to show which one. In this case, this is multiple answer, so it's going to give you more than one option. If this was multiple choice, it would only give you one option. I do strongly recommend if you use the multiple answer in your question stem, you should probably put select all that apply. Otherwise, your students are only going to select one answer. So once they get that, you can then have an option of putting in question feedback. Tell them what their correct answer, good for you. If it's an incorrect answer, you can direct them toward learning more. You can direct them toward retaking that quiz, whichever is the way you're setting it up. And then some general feedback. If you just want to say yes to learn more, you can go to this website. Once you've done that, you save it. Now, I can't leave a question blank. And once you've got that, you've got the first question in there. Go along all the way to the end of that video, keep adding questions, and then I do recommend putting one question right at the end to encourage students to watch all the way to the end. Once you've got that, you've got everything that you need in order to have that quiz ready. We click on done. If you're going to share this with other people, go again back to the mouse droppings. You can see right here already, this is set up as a quiz because it's got the little spaceship. It's got closed captions, so we are ready to go. And then, in order to share it, you can share that with other people. And as far as sending that off, you can also edit tags, so you can sit and put things in there, saying navigation, and you can put that in as a tag. That'll help students find that a little bit better. You can also, again, as I said, share media, so you can share that with other people. You can allow them view access or added access to send that to other faculty. And you can also, and I like to do this just because it makes things look pretty, you can replace the thumbnail. So you can get a picture, any image you want. My particular images right here are ones that I create in a PowerPoint, make the picture look really pretty, and then upload that as a tile. So that allows you to just make it pop a little bit more and look a little bit better. I hope this helps, and good luck with making your Canvas videos.